We're back again for the start of the sprint race. The race distance is half that of Sunday's, and the points up for grabs are halved as well. Cameras are taking us to the starting grid, where engineers and mechanics are checking the final details before the start.
So sprint, Pecco is on pole ahead of the Marquez brothers. Mark and Alex are P2 and P3. Luca Marini, Jack Miller and Jorge Martin launch from row 2. Marquez brothers, Mark and Alex are P2 and P3. Luca Marini, Jack Miller and Jorge Martin launch from row 2.
The lights are about to go out. Pecco Bagnaia is starting from the front row thanks to that pole position from yesterday. All hell will break loose in a few moments.
We are all set for sprint action here at the Oakley Grand Prix of Italy. Full throttle, lights out, and we are go here at Mugello. It's a really good launch from pole position by the world champion Pecco Bagnaia, dropping straight in behind him. He's Marc Marquez, and Jack Miller got a lightning start as we expected on the factory KTM. Marquez will hook the inside line. One of the Prima Plummet Ducatis has gone really wide, but Marquez there in second place. Oh, he's gone down as well. Zarco was wide, he's also crashed. Oh, and Alex Marquez is down. What has happened there then on that opening lap? Alex Marquez starting from the front row, he hasn't even got in or through the first sector. Alex Marquez down and out.
Yeah, Bagnaia then leads it then from Marc Marquez, who's still running. Martin up to third, and then we've got two of the Marini VR46 Ducatis either side of Miller. It's Marini in fourth. Bezzecchi got away quite well, but was on the inside into San Donato and got boxed in.
Jorge Martin winding up that Prima Plummet Ducati power. He's on the inside of Marc Marquez. Marquez can do nothing about it. He tries to tough it out on the brakes into San Donato, but Martin will have the inside line. Just left his brake in that inches a little bit later. Martin up in a second.
Bezzecchi sailing up the inside of Jack Miller there into San Donato as well. Bezzecchi now up into fifth. Brad Binder did gain 3 on that lap into 8th position. He's up behind Zarco, who managed to gather it up from that mistake at San Donato. Then it's Aleix Espargaro and Rins, with Fabio Quartararo up 4 to 11th. Outside our commentary box window, the white flags are waving, so they can now, confirmation on your screens, riders are now permitted to change motorcycles of Bagnaia, clearly very cautious. Yeah. Martin's through on him.
I saw bunching up here, they're almost running into the back of each other, aren't they? Bezzecchi and Marini almost clashed into the back of Marquez. This looks like... well, what do you do now?
Miller coming through.
Miller now, he fancies this. Now this is where Jack Miller comes into his own, isn't it? Look at the rain spots falling at Correntaio. Bagnaia does respond to it. There are the rain flags then. High drama here as we expected in this sprint here in Mugello. The rain adding to the tension and the drama. Here comes Bezzecchi now on the inside of Marini. No way through there. That was ambitious to say the least. Marini slams the door shut.
Martin crosses line at the end of lap 2, and he's 0.3 of a second clear, but Miller, the fastest rider on track, and Quartararo further back, also setting fast lap times. It's all bunching up.
Incredible, over the line, 1.2 seconds covering the top 10 riders. Miller gets in for San Donato, too hot. He slipped behind Marc Marquez now as they climb up towards PODIUM in that first sector. So the quickest mile circuit right now is Miguel Oliveira with a 1:47.661. Brilliant by the Portuguese man, still nursing that serious left shoulder injury after his incident with Fabio Quartararo on lap 1 in Spain. Here we are then now. This is where the rain was clearly tumbling in its heart on the last lap. Miller gives a big nudge there to Marquez into Scarperia, the second gear, 105 km an hour corner. Miller was coming through regardless there, wasn't he? Brad Binder's got a long lap penalty then. So the FIA MotoGP stewards have had a close look at that one. Oh! Wow. Binder then gives a massive nerf there to Fabio Quartararo, who loses places to both Bastianini and Aleix Espargaro. You can't take your eyes off this one again, can you? Binder will get the signal soon. He's got to come to the long lap penalty for his contact with Alex Marquez in the first corner. and now he's just slammed into the side of Quartararo going down to Commentario.
He has to be careful, he doesn't get another long lap penalty for doing that, because he really did ease Quartararo out of the way, and that's being polite with what happened there. But look how close it is as they bunch up. It's a Ducati 1, 2, 3, 4 as they come onto the start-finish straight. We're riding on board with Bezzecchi as Bagnaia now tries to regain the lead.
Yeah, and a few more spots of rain just where you don't want it when you're at 306 kilometers an hour on that crest coming into San Donato. Martin just got in a little bit hot there, didn't he? That was the minutest of mistakes. The punishment didn't really fit the crime, but he loses the lead. Bagnaia back at the front now as they climb up through this third sector. Marina having to defend against the hard-charging Miller into Commentario. That's really, really close. Binder then sweeps in for his long lap penalty.
He nearly lost it coming into long lap penalty in there. He was completely sideways as he came into long lap penalty. Let's have a look then at what happened into turn 1. So look at Binder and Zarco on the outside of the picture. Binder looks like he's quite a long way behind Alex Marquez at this point. And then he runs in deep. There are 3 of them all side by side. He's in the middle of Rins and Alex Marquez. Contact on the inside, and Alex Marquez knocked up.
I'll tell you what, Zarco got no idea how lucky he was there. He was just fully focused. He made the mistake running in hot, going into San Donato, and then had no idea, just millimetres away from being collected by Alex Marquez. More yellow flags are out then in the third sector. Back with your top 3. It's Bagnaia, Martin and Bezzecchi. Martin there with just that little bit of slipstream. He couldn't quite pull up on the brakes, couldn't into the first corner. On the previous lap, he lost the lead right there in San Donato to Bagnaia. This time around, another small mistake. He pays dearly for it again. Bezzecchi speaks to the second. Do not discount Joan Zarco here. He's starting to look really strong there in 4th place. He's continued to build the pressure on his teammate Jorge Martin. And then there is that gap building between Miller, Marini, Marquez and co.
I'll tell you one rider, Zarco.
Zarco's trying to close in here and pick up some slipstream late on down the start-finish straight.
You think he's going to follow Martin through Baccini and attack down the start-finish straight and try and beat him to the line? He's not going to go for it on the way in. Follow him through Baccini and attack and try and get the slipstream out of this final corner.
He runs a wide line. It looks like Pecco Bagnaia is going to be tasting more race being Prosecco here in Mugello. He was winner of the Grand Prix here 1 year ago. There is more sprint glory in Mugello then for Pecco Bagnaia, the world champion.
As the riders do their cool-down laps, let's take a look at the final classification of the race we've just seen.